Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Carrolet Thomas, and welcome to my channel. Thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Today's message is, what's love got to do with it? This prophetic word is from God and is inspired by the hit song by Tina Turner. What's love got to do with it? To be clear, let's define love. Love is a complex mix of attachment, caring, and intimacy. It is both a strong feeling in the body and a clear choice to support another person. What love means: deep feelings, joy, warmth, and a strong pull toward someone else. Real actions, caring for another person's happiness just as much as your own. Daily choice, a steady promise to stay and help through hard times. True love is a selfless choice to care for the well-being of another person, defined by actions rather than passing feelings. Key elements of true love include unconditional commitment, deep safety and acceptance, and active presence. Core elements of true love: action over emotion. True love is something you do, showing kindness, patience, and loyalty, even when it is hard, instead of just a feeling that comes and goes. Safety and freedom. It creates a safe space where both people can be their true selves without fear of being judged. No conditions. True love does not ask for anything back. It is given freely and wishes the best for the other person's happiness. What is love in the Bible? In the Bible, love is defined not merely as a feeling, but as an action, a choice, and the very core nature of God. Rather than being selfish or conditional, true biblical love focuses on putting the well-being of others before oneself. God as the source of love, God's essence. The Bible states that God is love, and that's in 1 John chapter 4, verse 8, meaning that love originates from Him and defines who He is. The ultimate sacrifice. God showed His love by sending Jesus Christ to die for humanity while people were still rebelling against Him. And that's in John chapter 3, verse 16, and Romans chapter 5, verse 8. It is a gift given freely, not based on how worthy the receiver is. The characteristics of love. In 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 7, the Apostle Paul lists the practical traits of real love: patient and kind. It waits without anger and acts with goodness. Not envious or proud. It does not brag or look down on others. Not self-seeking. It looks out for the needs of others rather than being selfish. Forgiving. It keeps no record of wrongs and does not delight in evil, but rejoices in truth. Different words for love. The original languages of the Bible use distinct words for different kinds of love. Agape, unconditional, sacrificial, and divine love, the highest form of love shown by God. Phileo, warm, close brotherly friendship and deep affection. Eros, romantic and passionate love within marriage. And storge, natural family love and affection between parents and children. The best definition of love is a profound, active commitment to the emotional well-being, growth, and happiness of another person. It functions as both a deep emotional connection and a conscious choice. Core dimensions of love: an act of will, choosing to support and care for someone even when feelings fluctuate. Deep affection, a warm, powerful emotional bond of attachment and tenderness. Empathy in action, consistently working to lessen another's suffering and nurture their potential. For this prophetic word, we are going to focus on the characteristics of love found in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Let's read that passage. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me. For now we see only a reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. This passage is one that is often heard during wedding vows. And the older I get, the better I understand how real and meaningful it is. Let's look at it in greater detail. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, often called the love chapter, explains that love is essential, describes what real love acts like, and states that love outlasts everything else. The value of love, verses 1 through 3. Without love, gifts mean nothing. Speaking well, having great faith, or knowing secrets does not matter without love. Sacrifice needs love. Giving away all possessions or making huge sacrifices gains nothing if love is missing. The actions of love, verses 4 through 7. What love is: patient and kind. What love is not: jealous, proud, rude, or selfish. How love behaves: it does not anger easily, keep score of wrongs, or enjoy evil. Instead, it protects, trusts, hopes, and perseveres. The permanence of love, verses 8 through 13. Things that fade: prophecies, special languages, and earthly knowledge will end. Things that stay: faith, hope, and love remain, but the greatest of these is love. What this means is, if your behavior and or someone else's behavior is not displaying these attributes, not just in word, but in deed, not just in spirit, but in truth, love is not really present in the heart. There are many people that say that they love people, but they do not display these attributes found in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. This is God's word, and it is non-negotiable. If your honest feelings and actions do not line up with God's word, you do not really love a person. This prophetic word is meant to cause us to reflect on what love is and to examine ourselves as to whether we really love people the way that we say we do. If so, our actions should speak louder than words, and our lives should show signs of it being true. So, what's love got to do with it? Everything. I hope and pray that this message has been a blessing to you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you feel led, you can make a donation. Thank you for listening and supporting my YouTube channel. God bless you, and just be happy.